Good morning, everybody. I was going to try to take a short here, but this really climbed up a lot more than I wanted it to. Really climbed up more than I wanted it to. I took this long right here. I took this long right here. In both cases, I got knocked out at either a small win or a small loss. Made my money crossing the box in GC today. I got $600 for crossing the box in GC. Small box. I mean, it was a small box, but it was still $600. I hope everybody's doing all right. Yeah, not scheduled, Wayne. But I'm sure there'll be some random cause for me to lose, $500 magically out of the blue. Something will come out on Twitter or Squawk Box or some shit. That's going all right, Snow Invest. It's going all right. I'm up some money today. I even took a little trade in RTY. I'm up $817. I took this trade right here in RTY. I took this trade right here. We crossed over, sat right there. I was long right here, back to here. I mean, so $817, that's pretty good. I'll take that. So what I'm really focused on right now, or well, I wanted to be focused on was oil now that the 15 minutes is gone. Well, 15 minutes is going to end here in just a minute of the creation of this box. But man, that box really didn't do anything. This is pre gold, oil opening, and this is post oil opening. Didn't really get much out of that. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. And oil's down quite a bit from Friday's close. Opened way down here. It opened. Wow. Opened $4.37, 36 cents lower than it closed. So, for those of you gap traders, believers in gaps being filled, yeah, a bunch of gaps today. Snow, you're stealing my thought. Why don't I just give you the microphone? I'm just going to give you the microphone. For those of you that are gap traders or believe in gap fills, which I totally believe that gaps get filled. Okay, so I'm not being sarcastic. The only issue I have is when is it going to get filled? Like I can't, and since I can't ever figure out when they're going to decide and how to get in on with a nominal loss potential versus a big win, I tend to not worry about gaps being filled. How's that? That's just, I just recognize that the probability is pretty high that this gap is going to get filled. It may not, but here's the key thing. Interesting part about this gap being filled. It doesn't have to get filled today. It doesn't have to get filled tomorrow. It could get filled anytime this week. So that's another reason why I don't really pay attention to gap fills. I don't allow it to influence my opinion as to if the market's going short or if the market's going long. There's my 10 cents on gap fills. All right. It isn't worth meaning my 10 cents is really not even worth 10 cents. I'm just giving my discussion on gap fills in conjunction with my trading strategy. Okay. I don't look for them to happen because I can't pinpoint when. And like I said, this is a 23-hour market. You got to understand, oil is a 23-hour market. Gold is a 23-hour market. RTY is a 23-hour market. It's a 23-hour market. Those gaps can get filled at midnight. You know what I mean? They don't have to get filled now. So there's no sense in me trying to worry about it. You know, Nadine, I looked up and I saw you had posted in there, I need patience. And I thought, this is a true story, Nadine. So I thought, oh, well, let me look up at RTY since Nadine's complaining about patience. And that was exactly the time that this candle right here had formed. And I said, well, son of a bitch. So I pushed the Snow Invest tool and bam. What I didn't realize, because all I did was glance up, what I didn't realize was how small this was, meaning there wasn't a lot of money in that. And I was like, huh. After I got in and I'm looking at the Snow Invest tool and I see that, oh, I'm only going to make $120. I'm like, oh shit, that probably was not worth financially taking for the risk. But I was too late. I was already in it. So I just let it go to target. Looking back on it, I wouldn't have taken it, even though it made me money. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The RTY is pretty good little trading tool, or instrument, I should say. It's a hell of a lot kinder than the NQ. It's a hell of a lot kinder than the NQ. It's a hell of a lot kinder than GC. All right, so what is oil trying to show me here? I don't know. What I'm looking for is one of two things. I'm looking for over here with oil. I mean, for those of you that have been around a long time, you already know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to come back inside this box, create space, and then rotate to that bottom right there, and then give me a short across that box. Or it to rotate up, create space, then pull back to the top of that box and then go long. It's that freaking simple. I mean, I just can't make it any simpler than that. So the key is the space. It's got to create space. Space is this. When we crossed over this midband, that's space right there, meaning a distance between the bottom of that candle and the top of that support. So that when price came down, sat on support, boom, there it goes. You don't want it crisscrossing the supposed support, which is what's going on here. It was crisscrossing. You want it to show clear indication that this is what it's doing. And that's what creating space and pullback does for me. So it looks like we might be able to get it here. My concern is it's going to do exactly what gold did, and that is just cross box. It was when gold. So let's go back to gold. Let's talk about the gold trade I took since we're waiting for this to form. All right. So gold came out of the box right here and then just crossed. And I'm like, fuck that. But then it went out of the bottom of the box and came back up. Well, I had two things going for me. Number one is, here's the prior day high right here, this dotted line right here. That is the prior day high. You guys all know what I think about trading off the prior day high or the prior day low. So we screamed across the prior day high through here. And so I just said, fuck it, we're going back across the box off the prior day high. And I went long right there, and then bam, my target was right there. And that was my big pre-market trade. But so I'm looking for the similar scenario in the look at the RTY. I'm looking for a similar scenario to happen in oil. So I need oil to pull its way up right now, and then let me take a rejection across. That's what I need oil to do right now. Oh, God. That's what we need oil to do right now. And I'm just going to stay away from the equities from this point forward, just because, we're 6 minutes from the open. But the RTY did make me money right here, and then it gave an opportunity right here. I did not take this one. I took this one. But the YM did the same thing. I mean, in agreement. I mean, it was a good time to take the RTY trade because the YM was literally in agreement right there. Same candle time right there. 920 sitting at support. Oh, shit. Hold on here. 920 sitting at support. And then notice they both go ping. Ping. That's not by accident. They were both sitting at support at the same time. The best time on those RTY trades is when its friend, the YM, is joining the party. Joining the party. Good morning, Jim Park. You made some money there, Nadine? Remember, Nadine, it's supposed to go back to the pivot high, and it is just about there. It is just about there. When this rotation is supposed to go back to the pivot high. That's how I played this one, was from here to the pivot high. It's about there. Oh, Avalon's trying to go back to the high in the YM. Avalon, that YM trade is a nice setup. It really is. There it goes. Come on. Go, YM. Go. Go before the market opens. Get going. So they're both reaching for that objective. This is the objective off this red line. And this should be the objective off this red line. They're both trying to get, this one's petering out of gas. There it is. What did the RTY? Right there. Boom. That's it. There goes the YM. There goes the YM. Come on, YM. Get there. Get there. Get there. Oh, it's pretty close. 3 ticks short. I'm still waiting for oil to create. We've created space. So now we just needed to come up and test this line and see if we can get a rejection across the box. Hey, Gil. Don't be a dick for a tick. That's right, Avalon. Don't be a dick for a tick. Come on, YM. Oh shit, my chart's all hazy. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Well, they both went to target. And they did it together. See that? 920, 920. This one right here, the RTY was waiting for this one to reach support. See, it got to support before this one. And then when this one finally got there, bam, bam, both together. Come on, man. I just, it's just rinse, wash, repeat, man. It's just rinse, wash, repeat. I can't make this stuff any clearer than that. Rinse, wash, repeat. Rinse, wash, repeat. Okay, here we are. Come on. Come on. Let the markets open. Still looking for oil to cross the box. Come on. See, we're still, our wick is still below that line. Now I'm going to completely ignore the equities for the next 15 minutes. All I ever do when I pay attention to the equities, minimum the first 15 minutes of the market, all I do is do stupid shit and lose money. So I'm just going to not pay attention. I'm going to do the things I know how to do that make me money. Things that I know how to do that make me money. Come on. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Cross that box, damn it. Come on. This freaking mid band is pissing me off. Pissing me off. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. Down. Don't support this mid band. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on. Come on. It's that second half that's we need to get to so it accelerates. We accelerated pretty quick across the top half, to be honest with you. Holy shit. It's the second half that it's supposed to accelerate. I'm very impressed right now so far. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. 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 Accelerate. Come on. Forget the red line. Come on. Forget the red line. Forget the red line. I know you like the red line. I like the red line too, but not right now. Come on. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on, oil. Come on. Ah! Come on, oil. Straight across, baby. Straight across. No stoppy. No stoppy. We know the target. Everybody here watching this video knows the target. So let's do it. All right, I'm not going to let that red line kick me up. Come on. Don't let that red line kick me up. Come on, don't kick up. Don't kick up. Don't let that red line kick up. Come on. Come on. Straight across. Come on, straight across. We all know where you want to go. Let's just go. Ah, fuck it. All right. All right. It's all right. That damn red line had to be in the way. That damn red line had to be in the way. It's not over. It's going to go down here. The question is, how much is it going to roll up? It may roll up to the mid band. I might be able to catch that. So if it rolls up to this mid band and sits there, I'll try to catch it back across. It's going across. It's going here. There, see? All right. Oop, oop, oop. So I'm up, oh my, I'm up over $1,000 so far this morning. $1,081. $1,081. You know what? And the bulk of that was gold crossing that box and now oil crossing the box. $900 of that is from those two trades. $900 of that money right there is from those two trades, crossing the box. And the thing that frustrates, I know they're still taking it right here. They have to. They have to clean the zone out. It's just I don't know how far they're going to run it up before they do it and all that kind of shit. There you go. See, life is easy. Whoever said trading was hard? Whoever said trading was hard? Whoever said trading was hard? Come on, man. I'm trying to make this as easy as it can be for you. Simple freaking patterns. Simple freaking patterns. I'm up $1,082, Ian, or $81. I crossed the box in gold once, and I got 75% across the box in oil. Those are my two trades. The boxes in both cases are relatively small. That's why the total is only $1,000. Here she goes. That's true, Nadine. And trust me, I spent a lot of money finding that out myself. I spent a lot of my own personal money figuring out that a lot of people that teach trading are teaching trading because they can't trade. And they can't teach trading either because they don't know how to trade. It's kind of weird how that is. Gold is bouncing off the bottom of the prior day high. Oh boy. This still needs to get to here. This still needs to get to here. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, it is stuck right there, which is crazy because it needs to go here. Maybe it's that $84 level. Yeah, that might be it. That might be the problem. They're trying to, somebody's trying to hold the $84 level. They don't understand. We're crossing the fucking box first. You may hold 84, but it's after you cross that box. The sharks are crossing the box. See? The sharks were crossing the box. All this other bullshit right here was just noise. The sharks were crossing the box. This candle right here off of this pattern tells you the sharks are in control. The sharks are in control. Again, that is why this guy sits in my background. Because it's recognizing when the sharks have taken control of the market and then just knowing where they're going. And just knowing where they're going. All right, let's see here. We got still 5 more minutes. I'm not touching these equities at least for 5 more minutes. At least for 5 more minutes. Wow. All right, let's see. Ooh. All right, so we got a little scenario here with oil. Let me pull that back over here. So, woo-wee. All right. Oil created a little gap here at the bottom of the box. So, we might be looking at a short. Jesus. All right, NQ's at the overnight open, which let's just do this for a second. you'll see that, I mean, that was the gap. So now we're sitting at the gap. Remember what we talked about gaps. That's the gap right there. So are they going to hold it, or are they going to go inside that gap? It's starting to look like they're going to go inside. Starting to look like they're going to go inside. Shit, I missed oil short. Man, are they going to fill that freaking gap? That'll be insane. Shit, I got to get oil out of the way here so I can see what I'm looking at. See what I'm looking at. ES is sitting at the prior day high. Interesting. $43. I can't see this candle in correlation to this overnight prior day high. I can't see the wicks. Shit. Ah. I'll figure that out later. So we came out over here. We've come out over here. I'm paying attention to the YM right now, just to see what it's going to do. Remember, the RTY and the YM have been hanging out at their daily high. So I'm not sure if they're going to start pushing the market or if these two down here are going to start pushing the market. These two want to go short. This has a gap scenario right here. And we are like literally a quarter of the way, a little more than a quarter of the way, probably a third of the way through that gap, which is very interesting. It just may be a magnet to bring it down there now. Contrary to both the RTY and the YM. Yeah, they all do. Everybody does, Ian. Even oil's got a huge one. I mean, the oil one is $4 and some odd cents. The gap is $4 and some odd. I can't remember, $4.31 or something like that. It's a big gap. I mean, that's a huge gap. That's $4,300 contract. One contract. Can you imagine holding over the weekend? Can you imagine if you were holding oil over the weekend and you woke up for every contract you're in, you're down $1,000? I mean, you're down $4,000. You're down $4,000 for every contract you were in. You're down $4,000. That's not a valid short, Jim. Broke the main rule right there. See, it went below this candle on the roll up, but this candle here never went below this candle. So that's not a short. That's not a 1 minute gold line short. It broke the primary rule of the pullback. Primary rule 1. Now, this looks like a valid short right here. Except his candles are so fucking big. Jesus, Criminy Christmas. How big is that candle? 65, 35 points? 35-point candle? 35-point candle? Holy shit. All right, let me look at my ES here. I'm still glancing, folks. Still glancing. Still glancing. So we have a rejection of the overnight open right there. Which is not a surprise. I didn't take it because this fucking candle is so big. I mean, I'm not holding a 35-point candle. F that. Okay, so we have a cross the box setup that happened in ES, and I'm in it. Okay, I'm in it. Where's my stop? Jesus. All right, come on, ES. Come on, ES. Let's go. Come on. Where am I? Where's my stop? What am I? $200? Yeah, $200 stop. All right. Come on. Come on. Ooh, damn it. I'm probably going to get knocked out. Yep. Shit. That's only $200 candle, Avalon. That's why I took it. Plus, it created a W pattern. Here it is. Here's your W. Bing, bing, bing. It may still do it off the overnight open again. Fucking gold is just crazy, man. It just keeps crossing the box. It's crossed the box 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Oops. Is NQ going to go fill that gap? It just might. Gold is acting crazy. I know it needs to be filled, Ian, but it doesn't have to be filled today. That's the problem. You never know when it's going to fill. But now that it's over a third of the way, at least half the way there, it's probably going to do it now, for sure. Yeah, I see that, Patriot. I didn't have an entry, though. I didn't have an entry. I took it earlier to the downside, Patriot. Why is my timer off? Okay, I got you, Patriot. Yeah, I got you. Come on. All right, come on. Somebody do something. Why is that doing that? All right, so let's see here. We have reached a prior day low, a prior day close at NQ. ES is still out in the middle of nowhere. It's way off from its prior day close. Still. So we may have we may have more room to go down first. is going on up there? All right, let me look at this. Come on, go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Nope. It is still going to go down. Hold on here. Yeah, the ES is still going down. Fucking A. Come on. What? I'm going to give back my winnings today. Hold on here. What the hell is going on upstairs? I'm not giving it up. Hold on a second, guys. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. Just had this constant noise above me that was driving me insane. Oh, man. While I was dealing with that, the YM did a retest, rejection. Son of a gun. Did anybody catch that? Oh, you got it, Navy guy? All right. Good for you. I didn't check the chat. Okay, good for you. Good for you, Avalon. Yeah, I missed that one. I had to go upstairs and figure out what all the freaking noise was. I missed that trade. They took it back to the pivot too. See that? They took it back to the pivot right there. All right, let me get my head on straight. Sorry about this. I got distracted big time. I'll get back into this. All right, let's see here. So on that quest to fill gaps, by the way, the ES is right here. And this is its gap. And it's strong enough to keep dragging this with it. So all right. Oh my God. Yeah, oil. It didn't give me a setup for that short. I don't know. It didn't give me a gap that I needed for the short Patriot, but It is rolling over from the bottom of that box. I will admit that. It is. All right, got an inside candle in the RTY. Inside candle for the RTY for a potential short. We just went through the top of it, so I need it to roll over now. I need it to roll over. I need the RTY to roll over. I need it to roll over. Roll over. Come on, RTY, roll over. There it goes. It rolled over. Oh, baby. Oh, shit. It would help if I actually showed it. Here it is right here. Jesus, I'm sorry. I forget what screen I'm recording on. We roll. See this inside candle after coming out? Inside candle. Short. I'm going to squeeze this stop. Come on. Come on. Just roll over. Just roll over. Don't take me out. Roll over. Roll over. I don't need you to come back. I need you to go down. It would help if the freaking YM would crash. It's stuck. I need the YM to roll over. It's stuck on the 1 minute gold line. Come on, roll over. Roll over. There we go. Come on. Come on, roll over. Roll over. Roll over, RTY. Come on. There you go. Bam. All right. Boom. Ting. All right. That inside candle right there after it came outside the box, went into it, literally set up a 1 minute gold line right here. This was a 1 minute gold line setup that hadn't given up the top of the candle yet. When this inside candle created, I said, oh shit, that's it. It's gone. It was stuck waiting for this to collapse. I knew the YM had to roll over to get the RTY there. Let's see here. Too many screens, guys. Sorry. I just get distracted with all these screens. All right, come on. What are we doing? So I still think the ES is it's going to have to come down here. It looks like it's going to fill its gap and drag everybody else with it. Sorry about that. Little customer problem. Little customer problem. It would be holding the line, but it was a 1 minute gold line, Avalon. Go back and look. It was a 1 minute gold line trade. The inside candle on the next one gave me confidence to take it because I wasn't risking much. Sorry, guys. Just dealing with some Monday morning stuff. And Avalon, if you go back and look at what I was saying, it was also 100% in agreement with the 1 minute gold line that's set up in the YM. Matter of fact, the YM one was even better. The YM one was even better because it never broke the bottom and then created the inside candle and rolled over. The YM one was even better. You know why the YM one was better than the RTY, Avalon, don't you? You know why the YM trade was better than the RTY, Avalon? You should know that by now. You should know why the YM trade was better than the RTY. Should be right off the top of your head. You should know exactly why. Because I wasn't in that one, exactly. Because I was in the other one. Because I was in the other one. The one that was better did the better trade. That's exactly why. It's 100% foolproof way of trading. If I'm going to take the RTY, y'all jump in the YM one. If I'm going to take the ES, you take the NQ one. You'll all be better off. It technically wasn't a second test. You can't look at, see, let me explain something to you, Avalon. You cannot look at this because in live trading, that was not there. The only reason this line dragged down was because price came down. And then it looks like it's a second test. Man, shit's gotten slow. It's just sitting here. Summer trading. Summer trading. Yeah, it's through the prior day low. It's the NQ is going to continue to melt its way down, Kevin, in my opinion, because the ES has to get to here. the ES has to get from here to here. Now that it's already committed to being this far into it, it's got to go to here. So in the process of doing that, it's going to drag the NQ with it. The question is, and I'm going to pose this question to everybody because I don't have the answer. The question is this. Okay, you ready? This is the RTY. The RTY has the same situation. Okay, here's its open, and here's its prior day close. That's its gap. So the question is this one going to roll inside there and do the same thing? Go from here to here. Okay, because both the NQ have done it. So while the NQ already did it, the ES is 75% of the way there. The funny part is there something major would have to happen for it to happen in the YM. Let's look at the YM for just a second. Let's look at the YM. Here's the YM is so far up today, it's crazy. So because here is the prior day high, here's the overnight open. Way down here, we haven't even gotten to the overnight open. And then the overnight open has got this gap right here. So here's the gap on it. So the question is that one going to go do this? It's quite a move. I don't have the answer. I'm just pointing out what's going on right now. I said it at the open when the market even opened. I talked about that gap stuff. I said what I can't tell you is where the rotation is going to come from in filling those gaps, because the gaps don't have to fill right out of the gate. They could fill the next day. They could fill 2 days from now, but apparently they're going to do it today, this morning. And you can see the ES is on its way there. The ES is on, it's almost there. The ES is almost done what the NQ already did. And the question is that RTY going to do the same thing? It's freaking starting to look like it. Here comes the RTY. Here comes the RTY right there. It's got to go down to here. Oh, man. All right. Damn, it's almost there. Because the close is where the gap is created, sugar kryptonite. So let's blow this up to where you can see it better. The gap is from where price closed to where it opened. That's the gap. And they just literally slammed this thing right through the gap. That's crazy. That is crazy. They really did it. Sorry, guys, I screwed the pooch on letting you jump into that one, I guess. So the gap is from the close to the open. All right. And then and throughout the night, price never crossed the two. And hence the gap was still there. Good job, Edwin. And here goes the RTY, son of a gun. Here goes the RTY. Now it's got to go through the open to the close. Because remember, we talked about it, Avalon. No, not Avalon. Sugar Kryptonite, sorry. The gap is closed to open. Now, if throughout the night price had crossed through there, then this scenario doesn't exist. If throughout the night price crosses through there, then the scenario no longer exists. It's a one-time thing. But what happened between Friday and Monday is the gap was, when the market opened on Sunday night at 6:00, the gaps were huge. I remember I came and turned the charts on Sunday, probably about 7:00, and I was like, holy shit. These gaps are huge. Those are not normal. Gaps that big are not normal. Remember, I was talking about it, and oil's the one that still hasn't filled its gap. I'm sure gold hasn't either, but oil, let's talk about oil, okay? Remember I said earlier, somebody went to bed right here. Somebody went to bed with contracts in oil at $90.44 or 48 cents. Yeah, 47 cents. And woke up and they're down here. Over $6,000 down. $6,000 a contract to the downside. So there's some people right now in a lot of pain. In a lot of pain. That would really like to have seen oil fill its gap. I guarantee you there's a lot of people that wish oil had filled its gap. Now this gap, again, going back to gaps, where is it here? This gap from the open, which is this yellow dotted line, to the close, that doesn't necessarily have to be filled today, doesn't have to be filled tomorrow, just has to be filled sometime. Because it'll be showing up on daily charts. So you got to remember, when price action closes for a day, there's daily charts that show gap in pricing if it doesn't get filled throughout today, and then it just becomes a target in the future to fill that freaking gap. But that's why I don't spend much. That's why I really don't pay much attention to them. They're not very common, and there is no rhyme or reason as to when they fill. But the RTY is still doing it. It's still moving. It's got this much space to go, and it's done with its gap. Actually, gold is about to do the same thing. Look at that. Okay, so here's the prior day close. Here's the overnight open. Here's the prior day close. Gold is about to fill its gap. I mean, it's got $13 more to go down, but it's the bulk of the way there, or more than half. It's half the way there. God dang it. This chart is pissing me off. All right. Let me keep looking. Yes, Patch. If you're fortunate enough to get into a rotation, those static lines can make great targets. if you're fortunate enough to get into a rotation where you can defend your stop, knowing what those static lines mean, knowing what they mean, can certainly make for good targets. And let's see here. Looks like the ES is heading to the prior day low. All right. Well, thank God for the RTY today for Bob. That's what gave me all my money back was the RTY. Yep, the RTY gave me the bulk of my money back that I lost screwing around with the NQ with candles that were too big. Candles that were too big. Shit. All right, here it goes. Here's the RTY going right to it. There it is. So it's going right there. The gap in the RTY was not that big between the open and the close. The RTY gap was really not that big. But that being said, it still did it. Still rolled over. The interesting part, and I'm going to pay attention to this. So let's pay attention to what I'm going to pay attention to. All right. So let's talk about the YM. All right. It is about to hit the prior day high. Okay. The prior day high. All right. And it's reaching for it. Okay. What I really wanted to do is continue reaching for it. Don't lag. I wanted it to hit here at the same time the RTY hit the prior day close so I can catch a long. But it kind of petered out on that thought process here. Yep, kind of petered out. Kind of petered out on that process there. Just from years of looking at the charts, Avalon, I can tell just by looking at the chart. There's no way this line right here pierced any of these candles in normal price action. Because it would be lagging, like right here. It's lagging behind the price action. It's just from years of looking at it. Years of looking at charts after the fact and years of looking at charts live. And just saying, yeah, no. And it's the 9 EMA that happens on, because it's the most violent one that, in terms of rotation. It's the 9 EMA because it moves the fastest. All right, so what do we got here? We got the RTY is setting up for a short off the prior day open. I'm going to take it if I can. Hopefully back down to the prior day close. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Go down to the close now. Go down to the close. 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 There you go. Let's just go. Now, this isn't a 1 minute gold line. This is a static line rejection trade. Working as clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. Don't be a dick for a tick. I'm going to put it right at the top. Come on. As clean as a whistle. Whistle. Anybody whistle? All right, now we're going to have resistance right here, but our target has got to be the top of this to fill that gap. Come on, come on. The prior day close. Come on. Go to the close, you damn piece of crap. Do not roll up on me. Go to the close. Jesus. Bam. Ting. See, there you go. There you go. Bingo. It's not a hard game. We came down, created space, back up into the overnight, the prior day open. And we all know from sitting here listening to me for the last hour that they want to go to the prior day close. Good job, Edwin. Good job. Hello, McFly. Yeah, bottom of the pivots, the safety entrance, the safety part patch. That's a good idea. It's the safest place. Notice when we got to the bottom of the pivot, that's when I grabbed my stop and got aggressive to protect the candle, because that can be a rotation spot. Absolutely. So notice on the YM here, we have hit the prior day high. I don't like the fact that we meandered our way here, down, up, and then down. I'm not very excited about that. So I'm gonna just not worry about taking that long. Anyways, we've hit pretty good trades, clean as a whistle. Exactly. That's what these are. Listen, come on, guys. It's recognizing where the big red candle's gonna be. The big red candle that shows you the shark is in the tank, and you're there to go for the ride. You're gonna follow right behind him and clean up the scraps. I mean, every day doesn't have to be an amazing trading day, but I mean, a couple of dick and dunks here, a couple of dick and dunks there. I mean, it is July, folks, which remember, it's fucking July. So I'm excited. I'm up $1,500. The funny part is the bulk of that money is in the RTY, Nadine. Nadine, are you still here? The bulk of my money today is in the RTY. That's the crazy part. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to yeah. Sorry. I'm going to shut down for the day. It's today's Monday, and Mondays are my worst day. I mean, that's always my busiest day of the week. But just a lot of the same basic, simple stuff that I do every day. I missed this one right here. This was a beautiful one right here in the YM. And look at it, came all the way to the high. I mean, for those of you that want to swing trade, that's a lot of money right there without a lot of stress, because it's a $5 instrument, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, Create space, boom, bam. There you go. That's how you trade those static lines. Yeah. I mean, no problem, Patch. I just want you guys, honestly, I just want you guys to pick up what I'm laying down. If you pick up what I'm laying down and understand that every time is not going to be, a win, but at least you know why you got in and what you anticipated to happen and when the hell to get out. And just remove the stress of trading. And there you go. Yeah, see you later, Edwin. See you, Nadine. See you, David. See you, Patch. I'm going to head on out with my $1,472. That's my number for the day. Everybody have a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.